Emma had always been interested in the criminal mind, which led her to pursue a career in criminology. She had always felt that she was good at her job, but this case would test her skills to the limit. It started when the body of a young girl was discovered in a dumpster behind a shopping mall. The girl had been missing for a week, and the police were no closer to finding her killer. Emma was called in to help with the investigation, and she quickly realized that this was not going to be an easy case. The killer had left no clues, no DNA, and no witnesses. Emma and her team worked tirelessly, analyzing every piece of evidence, interviewing witnesses, and trying to find any leads that could help them catch the killer. As the weeks went by, the pressure began to mount. The media was demanding answers, and the victim's family was growing increasingly frustrated with the lack of progress. Emma was starting to feel like they would never catch the killer, but she refused to give up. One day, Emma received an anonymous tip that led her to a suspect. It was a man who had a history of violence against women, but the police had never been able to link him to any of the crimes. Emma and her team worked around the clock, gathering evidence, and finally, they had enough to make an arrest. As they led the suspect out in handcuffs, Emma couldn't help but feel a sense of relief. They had caught the killer, but she couldn't shake the feeling that there was something off about him. She couldn't quite put her finger on it, but there was something in his eyes that made her skin crawl. It wasn't until they started to question the suspect that Emma realized what it was. The man had a twisted mind, and he took pleasure in the suffering of others. He showed no remorse for what he had done, and Emma knew that he was the kind of person who would never be able to change. Emma was glad they had caught the killer, but she knew that the case would haunt her for the rest of her life. She had seen firsthand the kind of evil that lurked in the minds of some people, and it was something that she would never forget.